This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, Demco, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Another edition of Paradise, Louisiana. And like I told y'all last week, this is part 2 of our journey with Peyton Murphy, the true outdoorsman. We know he's a lawyer and a good one, but let me tell you what, I followed him for 2 days. He is an unbelievable conservationist. He loves his outdoors and he loves his family. So stay tuned. We got that. We got a little fishing report, and we finally got a sac-a-lay report coming to the tournament. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. We over here at, what you call this place? Pelican Sports TV? We'll be right back.
Peyton Murphy.
I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
As we go on our journey, you know, with Peyton, while I was there, he had friends and a lot of friends, and they were showing up. And after they showed up, for years I have known these people. I've coached some of them, and some of these names you'll see in these videos. It's just unbelievable how I ran into kids. Well, ain't kids now. They're grown men and successful men, and the business in them. But one of them I really enjoyed was Pat Fuller. Pat Fuller, you know, he was around Redemptus. He played football, baseball, and him and his brother and his partner, they had a one stop out on 61. But for years, he had been having tracking dogs. And way back then, I went to do a show. I don't want to embarrass him, but we had to cut a lot of it up because of the language, but now that he's older and it's unbelievable. He's still doing it and still enjoying it. And it's so every time Peyton would introduce me to somebody in these videos, I knew him. So here we go again. This is a journey with Peyton Murphy, extreme outdoorsman.
So it went straight through. He must be bleeding out of that lung. No way.
All right, so lift it up. Look at that.
Call Peyton and say you found it. He's waiting.
Katie Bradley, Superwoman. Let's go from the start to the finish. You know, 26 degrees this morning, you up early, you ready, all excited. We're here at Peyton. Peyton Murphy is unbelievable as a host. And we've seen, he had all his friends, you the main subject, you and another young man. Now, starting from the beginning, how did this adventure go? And where it started, down there?
Down there in a ground blind. It was my first time ever shooting a crossbow. Never done it before. We got in the stand, pretty much saw nothing but squirrels and not even a raccoon, just squirrels. And then probably about like 7:42 a.m., he comes wandering up. He looks like a monster in the woods. My first time ever shooting a deer as well. So he looked like a little monster in the woods. Tapped my dad, I was like, that's the one. And once he got good enough, close enough, I took that deep breath and shot. And so at first he jumped, the little kick, ran off. And I was kind of nervous at first, had the jitters, I was shaking. But we found him. We found him just now, so it's exciting.
The amazing part is that you got to leave it there and go back.
Yep.
Your dad's tracking dog.
Yep.
Bandit.
Bandit found him.
I've been playing with him and watching them all the time, and I'm just fascinated with every kind of hunting dog you can imagine.
Oh, he's
tracking
beautiful
dogs.
Too.
They got contests. It's just unbelievable how many animals they save. I'm talking about it's a retriever.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a retriever with a duck. You know, they just save so much cripples and wild game. It's just unbelievable.
And Bandit's a Catahoula, so he was ready. He was born and bred for that. So
I'm glad I stayed at the camp and I got to come back. Chris and Dean the Dream, they were in a blind too. So it's an exciting morning. Man, God, thank you for this day. Look at how beautiful it is.
Absolutely.
Thank you for letting us join your hunt.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for playing the waiting game.
It ain't over yet. So I don't know what else to say. All I can say, go, girl.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was a waiting game. I was nervous.
And look, Mr. Peyton Murphy, we want to thank him too for his invitation.
he set me up with a good deer stand, so I'm excited for it.
We're going to be talking to him today because he looked at the wind and the weather, and he started moving lines where y'all go.
He's so strategic with it. You're not gonna not see a deer when you come here. So you're definitely gonna see tons of deer every time you're down.
When you come back, you ready to come back?
Oh, I'm all ready. I'm all ready. Signing up for my next one. Asking Peyton when I can come.
You know what amazed me? They brought video. Your dad said, "Come here, I'm gonna show you."
Oh yeah.
Well, y'all send each other video. One guy got the arrow coming. Watch out, they don't run over you.
Well, there's Dad and Bandit too. That's my dog that found it.
What amazed me was that video.
Oh yeah, he was ready.
He
was
cameras. They were going back and forth. Somebody said, there's the hole.
Yeah.
One of them, he blew a picture up and he said, look, that deer's hit.
My dad took a video of it and he sent it to all of his friends, and they were analyzing it, zooming in, slow motioning it. So.
Took a while to find him, but
oh yeah,
Bandit found him.
Once he got that trail on him, he was good. But and I'm excited. So for my first deer ever, it was an 8-point buck.
Mr. Josh Guidry, camp cook. He cooked all that spaghetti last night, and boy, I'm delicious. But you imagine your daughters. I'm also a father of 2 daughters. You got 3 daughters. To see your daughter kill her first deer with a bow, an 8-point. How excited are you?
Man, I'm ecstatic. I mean, this is just amazing. I'm glad I got to share it with my daughter. This is something that, you know, is going to be memories for the rest of her life. You know, being able to hunt with me and come out to Peyton's place, and he manages this lease very well. And you know, I'm just glad that we get the opportunity to take something that God created, and it's beautiful.
Somebody look at it, they want to see it.
Yeah.
Look, Bandit.
Bandit,
you did it. You did it.
We had faith in you, Bandit.
Who'd you set the place to?
We got old deer, Jacob. We got old deer, we got to find Jacob. All right, sit.
Look at me.
Sit.
Look at me real quick, man.
Come on, Jacob. Now. Take it for a walk. How long you been carrying? Take it. Come on, Jacob. Take it for a walk. Pretty girl, huh? What you smelling, baby? You smell that old deer? You smell that old deer? Huh? You smell that old deer? What you winning, boo? Huh? Come here, JoJo. Come here. Get on that corn, boy.
Hey, you gotta go, you gotta go.
Oh, they gonna do it 2-3 times. Come on, Jake. Come on now. Find it. Find it, Jake. That a boy. That a boy, Jake. That a boy. That a boy, Jake. That a boy. Son. Get your deer, Jake. Good job, puppy dogs. That them good girl. Good boy. Good job, puppy dogs. Look up at me.
Here we are back with Peyton. Peyton Murphy is blowing me away. Every time he brings a guest over here and it finds out, I've been friends with y'all for years. And then we talking about tracking dogs, the first thing came to my mind, how long ago was it, 15 years?
Oh, probably 20 years ago, we tried to get together on a deal like this where y'all could video the dogs and the recoveries and stuff. And we just never did work out, but hell, we've been at this 30+ years, man. You know, doing this for people and recovering deer, kids.
I can't tell you how many people I know that you saved their deer. And the tracking dogs, they're amazing. Just like retrievers and duck hunting and everything. They add to a hunt and they save so much game.
You're right.
For people. Now,
or if we don't find them, you get the to know that, okay, I didn't kill the deer. You get that, you know, so that helps out too. When we don't find a deer, at least you get that pacified to you.
If that deer died, them dogs gonna find
The
it.
chances are, ain't too many we've ever left in the woods now, I'm gonna tell you. And there's a lot of people that do this, man. The track world's flooded with trackers and dogs and a lot of great people, and you meet so many fantastic people doing this, and you really, just like I ain't seen you in what, 20-something years probably.
No, it ain't been that long.
You
I
don't
used to
think?
go in your store.
Oh well, okay.
Yeah,
Now, that's been since 2009.
You fish, you hunt, you do everything.
Yeah,
You're a legend.
we
You're
outdoors.
a legend at Redemptus. You're the athlete. So, you know, I go back, way back, when you played with my nephew. So,
when was this at?
It got me so excited to see you, Thomas Somerville, last night. Every time I do, he said, I want you to come over there and I want you to show you what I do. Peyton, I can't thank him enough. He has just been unbelievable. And then to see you today just top it off.
Well, Peyton's a very avid outdoorsman, and he's been behind us with our dogs and our tracking abilities for a very long time. He's very supportive of what we do. He's an amazing guy.
That's why we're doing this show.
He's not just an attorney, he's a damn good friend, you know.
I've been knowing him for years.
Yeah, he's great.
Can't tell you the organization. And I am so glad. I thank God, too, right now.
Well, that's the only one to thank. And that's why we're here.
Thank God that Peyton invited me here and told me how he was going to do it.
Yes, sir.
And he done it. And you done it.
Well, this is what we do, though, Mr. Gary. This is what we do. This is what we do.
You've been one of my heroes since you was a little boy. Your daddy was my really.
We miss old Pops now.
Yeah, he taught me how to fish a chugger.
That man
an
can
old
fish.
river and then Buttonwood.
Yes, sir.
Whew, can't tell you enough.
That was some of his stomping grounds.
Thank you, God. Thank you, Peyton.
Thank Peyton. It wouldn't have, we couldn't have done this probably anywhere else without Peyton helping out like this.
It's been like that since
I mean, there's a lot of play. Y'all got to come behind the dogs. We had some good ground to walk on. It wasn't all hilly and ravines, and hopefully you got some great footage that you need. And we just, man, we love to be a part of it because we really enjoy what we do.
Right.
You know, we do this from the heart, and we love to work these dogs.
You and Peyton, y'all still have a lot of energy. Y'all younger, I tell you what, but you said
I just
good
turned
terrain.
65 last year, so hopefully I still got a few more good years behind these dogs.
I'm getting ready to be 79
Really?
in May, but I'm going to tell you what, to keep up with y'all, somebody got to be
Mr.
ready.
Randy Duvall with Duvall Catahoulas, B-Boy, he said to tell you hello.
Oh yeah, all them
That's
guys.
that's where this dog right here come from Duvall Catahoulas.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, and thank God we had Chris today. To
Yes,
put
indeed.
all this together. It's probably the next 3 weeks you're going to be seeing on Paradise.
well, that's fine.
Louisiana.
Just y'all let me know when you're
Thank you, Chris Carr.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good seeing you, Mr. Gary. It's always a pleasure.
All right. Mr. Murphy, we've been working on this for a long time. Since the first time you sponsored the show. We wanted to bring your daughters over here and you would just say, hey, I got them coming up in the outdoors and did this. I knew there was more than Peyton Murphy than the Lord.
Right.
Okay, I've seen you ducks unlimited. You have to waterfowl. You big conservationists and you do it. But you proved it for me this week. Not only you kept bringing friends in, and then it just happened to people that didn't know me.
Right.
I enjoyed it immensely, and you've come up a lot, in my opinion.
Thank you.
Peyton Murphy. Thank you so much, and thank you for Chris. He's a #1 paid when it comes to producing camera work. He's got more awards he done won, and I don't know if I'd have tried it. I could have done what he's done these last 2 days.
It was great.
So, thank you.
Thank you for coming. It's been my honor having you here. And the camaraderie and the friendships that we have here and the people that we get to hang out with, that's what it's about. Just spending time with people that you love and care about.
Let me ask you a question. Did it surprise you, though, every time you brought someone or you had it planned in the back, then you knew? Pat Fuller, Thomas Somerville, every time you bring somebody they knew. Did you have it planned like that?
No, it just happens. Pat was on call for me that said, if y'all shoot a deer, he's coming. And we got lucky enough to harvest three deer this morning. Little girl, her second hunt, shot that buck this morning, and she was super excited. So it's just been a great weekend. Those are the kind of people I want to be around in my life. I want good quality people around me.
I'm gonna promise you, as long as Paradise, Louisiana running, you're still dipping in that pocket and telling me, hey, we're gonna do some fishing, we're gonna do some more hunting.
That's right.
God bless
Maybe
you.
we can get y'all to come to Grand Isle in the summertime.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
You know, I sponsor the bass team. Maybe we can get those boys to come fishing with us.
Oh, yeah, I done told you, I've been fussing about that.
Yeah.
I need to get them on the show.
Okay, we'll see what we can do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're watching Paradise, Louisiana. This was that story. Peyton Murphy. More than just a lawyer.
Peyton Murphy. I trust him.
Very respectful.
Very professional.
Reliable.
Very knowledgeable.
You can't ask for nothing better than that.
Choosing the right lawyer is an important decision. Visit murphylawfirm.com or call me, Attorney Peyton Murphy, 928-8800.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. Uh-huh. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and this is a little combination fishing report, news report, and some of the things that I've gotten this week. First off, I'm going to talk about, I'm telling you, J.B. Salters. I sure wish I could get him here, but it's hard to get him on a Monday. But he sent me a great report on that Lake Barrett showdown they had last week. First place was Dalton and Chad Lejeune. They had 9.56. The second was Brady and Chad Lejeune. And then third was Jason Belier and Brad Felder. Fourth was Billy and Tim Adams. And the big bass was Jason and Brad Felder. Not big bass, big sac-a-lait, 1.8, almost 2 pounds. Most of the fish they caught were males. They didn't hardly catch any of the winners or the big men. They had 20-something boats, so they were pretty good turnout. But most of the boats caught in the canal. The water was a little muddy. They were fishing about 10 foot down, he said. But they were just having to work them out all in the canals. But they had some good weights, you can see. So thank you. We need to get you back over here and talk. I need to get in a boat with you and some of your friends right now that are catching those sac-a-lait. I'm sac-a-lait hungry. So we'll see what would happen. Some of the other things I got right now is I finally got some duck reports and I got some photos. I was having a little trouble sending them to Chris, but let me tell you, my brothers and them, my younger brother took my older brother and Duke and them, they went to their leases up in Arkansas. The mallards has shown up, and you can tell by these pictures. I hope they come out. They hanging them mallards up in that timber, and they're doing good. They had Duke and his dog Hank, and my brother Sammy and Jerry and David Times. David Times is a partner with Jerry and them, and he loves his hunting. He does about conservation. I can't tell you how many fundraisers David Times has had for Ducks Unlimited and CCA in the time. He's been in that golf course out in Livingston Parish raising funds for all them conservation groups. Now, of one of the fish reports I got for Mr. Tom LeBron. And my veteran, he been fighting me, catching a few, okay? And he finally got Coach Cesar Garcia, one of my heroes, but he told me he don't know whether he's going to be going because the fishing is slowing down. He's the only one I know not catching fish, but he says Cesar is getting ready, and his wife is getting ready to make another 3 or 4 week tour to Europe. And enjoy yourself, Coach. You deserve it. You've been a hard worker all your life, so good luck and be safe. Let me see what I got. I told you that my brother and them, I got a report from Ron Lambert. The seasons is all closing down now. The only thing we're going to have left, I told you, don't forget to check with Top Gun up there. Kobe and them, I'm sure they're going to be having conservation hunts. And some of these hunt seasons, like rabbit and them, because I see in the Wildlife and Fisheries, you can go to their website and look, they're extending some of their seasons. So, but for my friends and people that are hunting right now, their duck season is about closed. So that's duck. So there will be a few of the geese season still open. So. Now, I'm going to think if I got anything else, I'm going to see in the news. And what other pictures I got the tournament pictures, and that's it. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the story on Peyton. Through the years, we'll be coming out. And in a few weeks, I'm going to have a little bit more from my cohort, the boys. I say at the funeral, it was one of the biggest crowds I ever seen in the midweek in a small town. It was just, church was packed. There just was people there. He was a great man. He was a legend. And we're glad that we're going to have Jason back. Jason, we're waiting on you. You're doing a lot of things right now, busy. He got some video in the can. He got a rabbit hunt and other stuff. So in a few weeks, we're going to have him back. And also in a few weeks, we don't know how I'm going to work it out, but I'm going to have the LSU bass team and Peyton. I'm trying to line them up. Our producers say, I don't know if we can get them all in, but I'm going to do my best. See you next week. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. God bless Louisiana. Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Alan.
This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.